Welcome to day 4, and once again I want to congratulate you for completing the yesterday's action, for being the part of 5% successful community on this planet. Friends, only people who get successful in this life is the people who take action. For the massive results we need to take massive action. So once again congratulations for completing the yesterday's activity, that is for analyzing yourself where you are and planning your goals where you want to be in next 5 years. Today I am going to share with you the topmost powerful skill what you need to achieve in your life. Whatever goals you have, whatever you want to achieve any desired result, we need the skills. And today I am going to share with you the skill of life, the topmost skill of life, what you need to master it. Okay, so let's have a look what we are going to learn today. So today the topmost powerful skill what we need to achieve desired result in life, that I'm going to share with you. In the next video I'm going to share with you how thought creates our destiny, and then I'm going to share with you what is the effect of thought on body and matter. And in the last video we are going to do some task, we are going to take some action. Today we are going to do the mind training on wealth, abundance and prosperity and empowering health. So that is what we are going to learn today. So what is the topmost skill we need to achieve any desired result or to accomplish any goal in our life? Friends, I'm going to talk about the most powerful skill what we need in life. In my previous videos I shared that solution for all the problems and challenges is within us. If we refer to all the granthas, if we refer to all Vedas, if we refer to Bible, Gita, Quran or Guru Granth, or if we refer to any Rishis and Munis, they said that everything is within you, that solution for all the problem is within us. What does that exactly mean? Friends, the solution for all the problems and challenges is within us, and to solve that problem God has given us the power also within us. What is that power which has been mentioned in the Vedas, which has been mentioned in the Gita, Quran, Bible, Guru Granth, or by all the sages, all the leader, all the Rishis and Munis? They have told about this power which God has given. God has given us unique power to solve all the challenges, all the problems in our life. In fact, God has given this unique power only to the humans. Everything has been created by the God, but He has been very kind to give this power only to human being, not to other animals on this planet. What is that power God has given to all the humans, to all the mankind? And that power is power of thinking. Yes, you heard it right, power of thinking. Yes, the power of thinking. We need to master this skill to achieve any goal, any desired result what we want in life. Friends, we have been learning many skills. We've been to the school, we've been to the college, and we have learned many skills, different life skills to achieve different goals in our life. But nobody has taught us in the school or college how to think, which is the most powerful skill we must master, because our quality of thought decides our quality of life. In fact, this thought creates our destiny. Yes, the simple thought creates our destiny. Friends, one simple thought creates our destiny. Thought is a power. Thought is like an energy. Thought is like an atom bomb. It can either create our life or it can destroy our life. And that is why it is very important that we should master the skill of how to think. Let's see how one simple thought creates our destiny. What exactly happens when we think? So whenever we think, our thought, it creates some energy, some vibration in our brain, and that vibration and that energy creates feeling within us. So whenever we think, it creates the hormones, and because of the hormones we experience the feeling. So our feeling will be completely based on the quality of our thought. So if we create positive thought, we'll create positive feeling, and if we create negative thought, it will create negative feeling. So whatever we feel, that feeling and that thought decides our attitude. So if our thoughts and feeling are positive, then we create positive attitude. And if our thoughts are negative, then we will have a negative feeling and we will create the negative attitude. And based on our continuous pattern of thought and continuous pattern of feeling and continuous pattern of attitude, we take the action based on our attitude. And continuous repetition of action decides our habits. So we create certain pattern of habits based on our thoughts. And the man's personality is known by his habit. Personality means the physical personality, the emotional personality, the social personality, the financial personality, your health personality, your spiritual personality. All this personality decides your destiny. So our thought is responsible for our destiny. So what exactly happens when we think? When we think, it creates feeling within us. Whatever feeling we have, that creates certain attitude within us. Based on our attitude, we take action. Our action decides our habit, and man's personality is known by the habits he has, and our personality decides our destiny. Thought does not only affect our body or our destiny, but it also affects the matter. Yes, thought is like an energy. It travels outside our body and it impacts the surrounding environment. Thought is like an energy. Whenever we create thought, it impacts our body, and this thought also travels outside and affects the environment. To understand how thought affects the water, I would like to share one experiment which is done by a Japanese scientist named as Masaru Emoto. Dr. Masaru Emoto has done the extensive research on what is the impact of thought on the matter, that is, what is the effect of thought on the water. Let's have a look. So Dr. Masaru is a Japanese scientist. He has taken the water samples from Fujiwara Dam. He has taken the water samples from Fujiwara Dam in Japan. Then he poured the water, some drops of water on the glass plates, and he gave the thought or emotion to each and every drop. To some of the drops he gave positive thought, and to some of the drops he gave negative thought or negative emotions. And then he kept those glass plates in the refrigerator for -5 degrees Celsius for 24 hours. And then after 24 hours, he observed those glass plates through the microscope. And he found that molecular structure of each and every water drop has been changed drastically. So when he gave the positive thought or positive emotion, the molecular structure was so beautiful, and when he gave negative thought or negative emotion to some drops, the molecular structure was changed to the bad position. The molecular structure was bad. For example, he said, "You fool." So this is how the molecular structure was. So he gave positive and negative, both thought and emotions, to different water drops. So based on the thoughts what he gave, either positive or negative, to the different water drops, and accordingly the molecular structure of that drop had changed drastically. Good molecular structure, beautiful molecular structure for positive thoughts, and negative and bad molecular structure for the negative thought.
Subway exhibit comes to us from Japan and Mr. Masuro Emoto. Mr. Emoto became terribly interested in the molecular structure of water and what affects it. Now, water is the most receptive of the four elements. Mr. Emoto thought perhaps it would respond to non-physical events. So he set up a series of studies, applied mental stimuli, and photographed it with a dark field microscope. This first picture is a picture of water from the Fujiwara Dam. And this picture is the same water after receiving a blessing from a Zen Buddhist monk. Now, in this next series of pictures, Mr. Emoto printed out words, taped them to bottles of distilled water, and left them out overnight. This first photograph is a picture of the pure distilled water, just the essence of itself. These subsequent photographs, as you can see, are each different. This is the chi of love. And we move along here to thank you. And you can see where he taped that to this bottle here. But if you read Japanese, you already knew that. Now, Mr. Emoto speaks of the thought or intent being the driving force in all of this. The science of how that actually affects the molecules is unknown, except to the water molecules, of course. And it's really fascinating when you keep in mind that 90% of our bodies are water.
Makes you wonder, doesn't it? If thoughts can do that to water, imagine what our thoughts can do to us.
Thought not only affects our body, not only affects our life, but it also affects the environment. From this experiment, we have seen that the quality of thought had changed the texture, had changed the molecular structure of that water. And in our body, 70 to 80% is water. So imagine what is the impact of thought is having on our life. And that is why we need to master this powerful skill of thinking positively. Our quality of life is completely based on the quality of thoughts we create, and that is why it is very, very important that we must master the skill, this powerful skill of creating the positive thoughts. From where do we get this thought? Which part of our body creates the thought? Friends, our mind creates the thought. So whatever is programmed in our mind, whatever experiences we have gone through, based on those experiences, some program is fed in our mind. Based on the quality of experiences, based on the experiences we had in life, our mind creates that thought. It is said, what you sow, so shall you reap in life. Our mind is like a land. In land, whatever you sow, it will reap. For example, the land does not care whether it is a good fruit or whether it is a poisonous fruit, whether it is an apple tree or poisonous tree. So whatever we sow in the land, that will sprout. The land doesn't care whether it is a good tree or poisonous tree. So whatever we sow in the land, that will emerge, that will sprout. Similarly, our mind is also like a land. Whatever we sow in our mind, that will reap in our life. So if we are sowing positive thoughts, our quality of life would be positive. If we sow negative thoughts, that will reap in our life. So it is very important what we sow in life. So today I am going to share with you the mind training, how to train our mind, how to seed the positive thoughts in our mind daily. So open your self-healing blueprint journal and action for day 4, that is page number 7. And today we are going to do the seeding for wealth, abundance and prosperity, and also to empower our health. You have to do this daily from now onwards. So seeding or mind training for wealth, abundance and prosperity. So repeat with me. I love money. Money flows to me easily. Attracting money is easy. I welcome money into my life. My income is growing higher and higher. Every day I am attracting and saving more and more money. I invest money wisely. Making money is good for me and for everyone in my life. I always have enough money. I have multiple sources of money. I have multiple sources of income. I have the power to attract wealth, abundance and prosperity. There is a plenty of wealth in my life. I am prosperous, wealthy and happy. Every day I am growing more financially. I am living abundantly. Abundance flows to me. I donate regularly. I am wealthy. My life is blessed with great financial and material prosperity. Money flows to me easily, constantly and abundantly. I earn massive passive income. Now let's do the mind training. Let's do the seeding for empowering health. So repeat after me. I love myself and I am perfectly healthy. I breathe deeply, exercise regularly and feed only good, nutritious food to my body. Every day and every way I am healthier and stronger. I always feel good. As a result, my body feels good and radiate good feelings. I am well and I am in perfect health. I honor my body by trusting the signals that it sends me. I enjoy the food that are best for my body. I love every cell of my body. I am surrounded by people who encourage me to be healthy. I look forward to a healthy old age because I take loving care of my body now. I am grateful for my healthy body. Peace flows through my body, mind and soul. I am grateful to be alive. It is my joy and pleasure to live another wonderful day. I am strong and healthy. I am ready to enjoy perfect health. I love taking care of myself. I am perfectly healthy in body, mind, and spirit. I am healthy and full of energy. Every cell in my body vibrates with energy and perfect health. So do this seeding in your mind. Don't forget that mind is like a land. Whatever you sow in your mind, that will reap in your life. So daily, every day, without fail, early in the morning or whatever time suits you, read these affirmations, read these positive sentences every day, and I will see you tomorrow.
If you liked this video, don't forget to like, share, and comment below. And make sure to subscribe to the channel for more amazing content. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.